Well, let's jump into Lessonly, and let's learn a little bit about Lessonly,
Yes.
the software package. So give us the lowdown of what this does for teams.
So, I mean, the way that we go about talking about it is that it's about modern team learning, and I think it's really about taking the traditional LMS approach and making it seamless and making it easy to use and making it consumable. And when I talked earlier about speed, access, and analytics, that's really what Lessonly is all about. It's about creating lessons at speed, at scale, making sure that you are delivering them in the right way. It's about access so that people can get those lessons whenever they need them. So example, we just launched a Chrome extension for our customers where if they're on a website or they're on a learning portal and they need to find something, it will pop up and give them that information before they ask for it. So think about it from a personalized perspective or contextual learning, just-in-time learning. There's 500 million ways to talk about it, or some marketing terminology. It's basically just, it gives you what you need when you need it.
Right.
And then analytics are just understanding what's happening. Because you can actually, if it's a sales team and you're rolling out product features and you're trying to teach them how to sell in a better way, you can actually track based off of how many people have taken a lesson, how many people have consumed the content, how much better they do from a revenue or sales perspective. And we just launched a Sales Cloud integration, which builds those analytics directly into the Salesforce dashboard.
Fantastic.
And it gives sales leaders the knowledge to say, okay, my top performers, what lessons are they taking? How many are they taking? Is there actually a correlation between the knowledge development and how they're selling?
Absolutely.
And so that's really what Lessonly is all about, is about that speed, access, and analytics or data. My favorite quote is, we must move from numbers keeping score to numbers that drive better actions. And I think that is everything about what we're trying to do. It's not about how many lessons you took. It's about what lessons you took and how that affects the future of the company or the future of you as an employee, whether that's sales or customer support or any type of vertical that we sell into, hospitality, the retail industry. I mean, I could talk for all day about it.
So the content of the lessons has to be created by the client.
Well, we have pre-baked content.
Okay.
And we will also help customers create that content. It's really depending on packages and services and really what you need to be the best at what you do. And we will provide that, because it's really, Max started the company as a user-first software, so a learner-first environment. Because a lot of LMSs develop for the L&D department. Here's what the L&D department needs, but nobody really focused on what the user or the learner needs. And so it's very much built in that mindset. And so when you're producing lessons and when we're bringing on customers, it's really about how can we make this effective for you? Because when your employees learn, we win. I mean, that's right. When they don't use it, we lose as a software company. You know, we could talk about churn all day long, but if you don't use the software, then it's not valuable.
So you have the kind of cooked-in content.
Yeah.
So you have these different vertical services. You have sales content. You've got marketing content. You have different types of specializations. Is it too far out there? And you may very well have already been considering this. I'm just kind of catching up to you. There's going to be different schools of thought, different ways to teach, different key concepts. You've got the Gary V pursuit. You've got the Simon Sinek pursuit, right? Just to throw a couple thought leaders out there. Oh, I said it. Ooh. Yep. But their different styles will have different lesson plans, right? So is part of what Lessonly can do is to plug into some of these type of plans of these learning systems and have an entire economy for different types of learning behavior.
Yeah, and it's really about let's take it back to data. If you put a lesson out there, you know whether it works or not. And if it doesn't work, you should change it. It's the same with marketing strategy. If I know a keyword is working or not based off of click through or based off of the cost per lead, I'm going to switch it out or I'm going to keep it. And most LMSs in the world do not look at it that way. It's kind of just the delivery of the lesson,
Right.
and let's hope people use it.
There's no qualitative research at
No,
all.
it's just kind of
all-
like, and so for us, it's okay. We think this is important. We think this is a good lesson because we have over 500,000 learners using the product, so we can make some decision on what we think are good lessons
Sure.
that can be shared. But it's really ultimately about your users and your learners.
Well,
And is it working? And if it's not working, then we need to help you switch it out.
well, you're creating a testing environment of
Absolutely.
all these lesson plans.
And that's how you should always do it.
Well, where my question was is, are you also by definition what you're creating a marketplace in which people that are developing sales methodology can bring, hey, let's test out this method, this lesson, and bring it through the Lessonly infrastructure, and not without knowledge of how well they've been able to utilize it, but test it out in the field and be able to get the metrics not only for the former of that methodology, but also to the benefit of the businesses that are using your software.
It could be. I don't want to go down the route of saying that it's going to become a marketplace, because it's really about, our focus is about the enterprise and businesses and making sure that employees are as knowledgeable as they need to be in order for businesses to be what Deloitte calls the organizations of the future.
Got it.
Right. And being a modern org, and however that's delivered is what we try to do.
Roger
and we
that.
try to deliver it in a seamless way.